believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one
I
of
see
their
what you're saying. That's pretty cool.
right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
It's probably not any.
There's nobody watching.
That's what I thought.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If
I see it,
this isn't
Doki.
being shown to anyone, why care so
It's
much
pretty
about
cool.
rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
For her, probably.
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
You're what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko.
Old Junko.
The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. And that's it?
Yep, that's it.
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled.
That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there.
But that could be
But
wrong.
how do we know our memories are real?
Huh? What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories.
There's an inconsistency.
Here, look at this book.
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We had Maki do this earlier.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world.
Okay.
It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Oh.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference!
Okay, so let's look at it real quick. Found in the Ultimate Supreme Leader's research lab, this book details the history of the battle between hope and despair. The afterword claims it was compiled by several esteemed researchers and is the most thorough and accurate book written on the subject. Contradicts memory Suichi and Maki received from the flashback light. The cause of the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history was the ultimate despair. The term ultimate despair can refer to both the group and the events caused by Junko. I guess that's a little bit of discrepancy, a little bit. In order to plunge the world into despair, the Ultimate Despair plotted the killing game of Hope's Peak's 78th class. To protect themselves from the tragedy, the 78th class sealed themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy as part of the Hope's Peak Academy Shelter Project. Hope's Peak Academy did not admit students by application. The only way to be admitted was by being scouted. Shuichi has a good memory and read a bunch of stuff? I don't know,
Point
Doki.
out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. All right, time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
Oshawat's got a good point. It's like having a test with the book in front of you. We're gonna listen first. I don't want to try and guess it. Oh, it's literally just the one bullet, though.
Most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Oh, good, and it's short.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy,
Correct.
inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
Sure.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
I think it's that one.
A student of Hope's Peak Academy.
The ultimate despair! Junko Enoshima!
I did everything in my power.
To spread despair over the entire world!
It's actually kind of easy, because it's the one that Himiko said. Yeah, it says in the history, it's not just
Most
her.
awful, most tragic event in human history.
She orchestrated it,
That event
sure,
originated at
but
Hope's
Mukuro
Peak Academy.
helped a lot, too.
Inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
Yep.
That's wrong!
It is pretty good, Blade. I like this one.
One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember. But that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima.
I'm trying to let it get closer so we can see the V3 that's in her eyes. There's a V right there, and a 3 in the other eye.
It refers to a group and the movement that came after.
Yep. It's a very cool catch you got.
To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
No, it's no coincidence. I know there's a difference in these
And
memories.
that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
You can really see the 3 right now.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst-case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
Not yet. There are more points that conflict with history. I'll point those out next. Just the one bullet again? Okay. So we can listen
The
through
biggest,
once.
most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair. And forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th
That is
class
correct.
of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
No, they were not. That was a,
Oh, I have some bad
I
news
think it's
about
Maki's. We're gonna go with Maki's.
Avoided the worst.
That's a good point, Kara, but we don't know. We could just be wrong.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate.
Okay, got that one. Nice.
That's wrong!
Yeah, we've been live for about 2 minutes and 12, or 2 hours, 10, 12 minutes, somewhere around there.
It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy.
It was Hope's Peak
It was
Academy.
the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Is wrong.
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
So is that means like a lot of memories could be wrong. So where they opened up the what we think is a spaceship, we're pretty sure it's a spaceship, to the outside world. What if that's just another room devoid of oxygen?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
It does seem that way, Doki Doki, that Angie did the right thing by breaking one, because the facts say that those flashback lights alter your memories of something you already knew a little bit,
What about
which is enough to
Hope's Peak Academy?
manipulate.
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy.
I do like how the game made us think that Kaede's twin sister was the mastermind, though.
We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again.
It does not accept applications.
And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes.
Or is this the new Hope's Peak?
But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Just like I thought, there's something wrong there. But why? Why are memories so different? They don't accept applications.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students.
That was simple.
That's wrong! We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students.
Doki asks, how come these classes only have 16 students? Yours had 24? Well, smaller classes means more interaction with the teacher, so meaning that they can usually learn more. Or they like the number 16.
But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island.
Which would be wrong, because Rantaro said he survived a killing game, and he wasn't in the second one.
But remember what Rantaro said?
I need to shut up and just let the game talk. Well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing game. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the 2 killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
The 52nd.
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it?
I say 52nd because this is the 53rd Junko,
And the inconsistencies don't stop there.
right?
Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair. But I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
We thought he just lied.
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair. The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
No, he was a prankster.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes.
Ooh.
So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
The proof that Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair. According to the video, Kokichi was the leader of a secret society named DICE. Together with his 10 underlings, he committed non-violent crimes and harmless pranks around the world.
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
Yep, just DICE. And by mayhem, I mean pretty non-violent crimes and harmless pranks. Anyway, Kokichi had 10 loyal goons waiting for him. Yeah. And again, I only see 9 goons. I see him and 9 goons. Where's my 10th goon? I want a 10th goon. Man.
An organization centered around petty crimes. One that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair.
Or you think it was just maybe like a translation error, Doki Doki? Like it wasn't made up of 10 underlings, it was made up of 10 people. That would make more sense. That would make more sense.
His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean, he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
No, it is. It's,
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light.
he kept saying, wait, what? Remnant?
And neither was Kaito.
Yeah, he kept questioning this. Junko? Hope, despair.
Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Enoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
Yeah?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then, having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
That's pretty funny, Doki Doki. That's a good point.
Then what are you saying?
Doki Doki is saying that if she was one of those characters, then their clothes would be drenched in all the sweat they're dropping.
Huh?
Look at that. That collar's got to be yellow by this point.
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What are they used for? Why can you select different memories? And what does it mean if those memories contradict each other? If we put all those pieces together, it all makes sense. We'll be able to see the real truth by using a hangman's gambit. PT, sure. I'm trying to look at the letters and basically trying to make a word. M-N-A... Man, plan, min... Lint... Flint... Thinking of a word. The flashback like does what to memories? Plant, no. Miss. I think maybe the first part is miss. Let's try M. It is not an M. So it's not M. T? Not a T. How about a P? It's not a P. Removes? R-E-M-O. That could fit. I don't think we saw an R, though, did we? I didn't see an R. I don't know, Ubi, because I do know this is the last trial. Alter? No. Dang. I think the ones we haven't tried is N. Let's try N. Where's an N? Here's an N. It's not an N. Wow, I've literally picked every other letter. I wish Oshawa was here. He'd tell me what the letter is. Did we try L? We did. Creates? I don't think I saw a C. Let's look at the letters. P, M, T, A, N, L, and P, and I did P, L, T. Alters? It's not A. I'm literally gone through almost every letter that's just showing up. We've done N, P. We've done all these letters, right? Yeah, I'm at a loss. This is dumb. I thought I did T. We'll try T. Could have sworn I did a T. Yeah, it's not T. This is why sometimes this game is dumb. What letter did I not pick? I? I. Of course it starts with an I. Question was, flashback that is what memory? Implant? That's dumb. I kind of want to fail so I can get my health back. P L A N. I missed a T. I was probably overthinking this question. I was probably very overthinking this question. We lost, like, all of our health.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Implanting memories?
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
Fake.
Not real. They were all false memories. They were all lies.
Lies?
Oh, what a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! Oh, the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing! Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Pretty much. The cake was a lie.
Well, that is what it means.
Huh?
Sorry, guys. We have to check something very important for chat. Height 4'11". Where's Kokichi? 5'1". Pretty sure her hat is taller than 2 inches. I think she's taller with her hat on. Mystery solved.
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
So there is an outside.
Memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
Does that mean the Gopher Project is a lie too?
Just as Shuichi said, the flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories.
That's a great point there, Ubi. If you choose the right person at the first trial, can we win earlier? No, you'd have to convince... It's majority rules, so I think everyone else would pick Kaede still.
They're tools for implanting new ones.
There you go.
The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves.
Of course.
That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused?
For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Fake. You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory.
Really?
We're not students from Hope's Peak?
Yep, that was all fake.
Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak.
I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst.
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself.
Yep.
He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied.
Anyway, I gotta confess. You know that cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me. Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is... me.
He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side.
That was kind of his plan.
So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were!
Kinda is, Ubi, but I'm enjoying it.
Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep! We gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope!
We?
So you all could face despair.
Why did Monokuma use we?
You
I thought they were the same person.
Controlled us with that fake memory?
You're still an ultimate
It
magician.
wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies!
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Oh gosh, that's right.
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Probably.
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family.
Who only had numbers?
And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right?
They didn't pair these well, because in the front, on the guy's side, you have Shuichi and then Kaede. Good pairing. But then you have Kaito and Mew? No. No. You got that backwards. No. See, these need to be paired with who they were meant to be with. Come on. It's matchmaking.
Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the mastermind?
This is a killing game! A death game where emotions run like blood! If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now?
Ubi, thanks for hanging out. When I finish this game, I'm gonna try and upload them basically all to YouTube.
That memory, and 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 that... If they were all fake memories, then... Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
We could not even be in
Who
space.
knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kind of just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial after all.
Then, who are you?
Ubi, I don't know the schedule this weekend. I don't even think it's been posted yet, so I don't know.
I don't know who you are.
Oh, what's not to became me. What about that don't you get?
Roger that, Ubi. I'll keep it in mind.
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Enoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you?
It's very good logic.
I'm me, no one else.
Okay, I think it's the ultimate imposter. You just lost weight.
What is this?
Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game.
I think I agree with what somebody said earlier. She is the ultimate cosplayer. And she can cosplay as whoever the flip she wants.
I'm Hajime Hinata.
That's not what we mean. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
Cosplaying?
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
But it's not just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
A little off.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
No, it's Tsumugi.
Yes, it's my cosplay.
Well, those are the crazy eyes, at least.
I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them.
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
I can even grow a set of balls.
How can she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy? Because Tsumugi told us.
That's what cosplay's supposed to be in the first place. Lately, some people refer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. It's so unforgivable that I break out in cosplocks if I even attempt it.
Ah, you remembered! Yes, that's exactly right!
So then, what does this mean?
What?
Means it was a lie.
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was...
What Hope's Peak Academy was. If Tsumugi can cosplay as them, there's only one possibility. Hope's Peak Academy is...
It's fictional. It's all fictional?
Fictional?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the Future Foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist. Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
Okay.
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
Danganronpa? What? What are you even talking about?
This is the wrap-up music, and that better not be the end.
What? You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it.
That's right. Me, that nasty pig Bart, and everyone else are all fictional.
Hold on. Then, Hope's Peak Academy doesn't exist?
Nope, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world.
What?
What?
Isn't that surprising?
You're either going to have to say that was a lie or try and explain it very well.
Yeah. Up till now, you thought fiction was fact.
But fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction.
This whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories.
For that reason, you all believed that work of fiction was, in fact, reality.
And that's how we put on a cosplay performance for everyone to see. A cosplay performance of the whole wide Danganronpa world.
Cosplay of the whole wide world?